Hello and welcome back to Smart Kitchen. Something I want to kind of circle back to from the last video I did. Some of you smart-eyed folks found a typo here where I was talking or I was adding in to the inventory manually chicken breast. I typed it wrong if you notice there. And at that point in time, what happened was it created a duplicate entry for chicken breast, one spelled correctly and one not. Uh, so what? There was no mechanism built in to catch that. So let me show you what we have done. Here's the app. We go to inventory and we're going to scroll down here to manually add an item. And we're going to type in Yep, there's the typo again, if you notice, and here what it popped up. It says, did you mean chicken breast? Typos occur. That's what happens when you're at kind of typing too fast, rushing through stuff and those kind of things. So now I can correct it, and that's built in to auto sense or to compare what it should be or what it thinks it would be, so you can kind of prevent that. It does a little update for you, and that way we're not going to create some duplicate entries. So I wanted to kind of cover that. For those of you that are just joining us for the first time, that was part of episode 3, which is setting up your inventory. We've also covered getting signed up in episode 2, and episode 1 was why I built Smart Kitchen. I appreciate everybody that's been following along. If you're new here, go back and watch those other videos. Come back here. We're not going to go anywhere. We'll wait for you. Just jump out, come back, and you can start pick back up where you were. So hopefully you've got the app loaded today. We're going to walk through, and today's a kind of a great one. We're going to talk about creating a shopping list. Okay? The shopping list is important because that is where you get everything that you're going to need to make the meals. The better stocked your pantries are, the better stocked your refrigerator is, the better the meal plans you're going to get, the less trips you're going to have to make to the grocery store. Now, my goal and our goal is so that you can make one trip, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, but you're not having to run in and out of the grocery store, because every time I go into the grocery store, I don't know about you, but every time I go in, I wind up picking up 5 more things than I actually needed. So I try to limit the number of times I go in the store so that I'm only making a trip, get everything I need the first time. I try to use a list. I try to get in and get out, just so that I can kind of save the money, save the time. So we're going to take a look and we're going to walk through this kind of stuff. We're going to go through shopping lists. Now, there's a couple of different ways and a couple of different things that add to the shopping list. The first one, okay, is we're going to do our meal plan. So we come over here to meal plan. We've gone over meal plans. We've gone over all these things. And right here, this is shopping list. We generate a meal plan for the week. Go to shopping list. And depending on when you want to do it, the weeks are start on Monday. You don't necessarily have to start on Monday. Your week may start on Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever it is. But I want to do my shopping list on Wednesday. I create my list, and I usually go to the store on Monday to pick everything up for that week. So today is, I'm recording this, happens to be Sunday. So let me go ahead and generate my meal plan for the week. And yes, I use this app every week, every meal, every day, because that way I can identify issues and it helps me save money, be prepared, and take that kind of off my plate. The reason I designed it was to get that decision making off of my plate. Now, if you scroll through your meal plan, once you generate, you're going to notice these red things. The red things are the items that are missing from my inventory. All right, it's a pretty light one this time. It's a bag of croutons. Okay, so if I go here and say, give me a shopping list, it's going to scroll through all the meals that are presented on that meal plan, and it's going to give me what I need to get. Okay, and there should be croutons are right here. And here's some other stuff that are on here. Let me go ahead and clear this list out, and I'm going to clear the list. I'm going to generate it again, and we're going to find out where all that stuff is coming from, because I've been playing with this and doing some stuff. So generate the shopping list, and you can do that. If the list looks too overwhelming, you get too much stuff on it, just hit clear it. Okay, well, this is stuff coming from my meal plan. Okay, romaine lettuce, tomatoes, coleslaw mix, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, croutons, refried beans, taco beans, Caesar salad. This is coming off of my shopping list. Okay, now there's another spot where you can pick stuff up is if I'm going through my inventory, because today is Sunday, and on Sundays and Wednesdays, you're going to be reminded to review your meal plan or to review your inventory. Let me go ahead and do this. See right here, it says review your meal plan now. Review your inventory now. What that does is it's a reminder to go through your pantry, go through your refrigerator, go through everything you've got, and make sure you've annotated anything that you're maybe running low on. Inventory knows when it's gone, but you might be getting low on it. So we're going to say review inventory now. It takes me to the inventory tab. And what I would recommend is do it kind of systematically. I go to my pantry and I'm going to look through it and say, okay, I've got this, I've got flour, I'm good on this, baking chips, and kind of scroll through and look at what you've got in there. All right, my pantry's looking pretty good. I think I'm set for that. Let me take out my fridge. You can also take and just kind of look through your refrigerator and say, oh, I need to pick this up and make a mental note of it, come back and do it, or as you're on your phone, look through it, say, oh, I need this, find it, and click it on there. If you want to do it that way, you can also just type in here and say, okay, I need some Miracle Whip, and if you start typing, you notice it'll pull it up right away, and just say, okay, I need to restock that. See, this says restock, hit restock, and it's going to queue it up, and when you come back over here to your shopping list, right over here for shopping, generate your list, because I did clear everything out. Here's everything here, and this right down here is restock checked, restock items. These are items that have been queued during the week. I found that I was getting low on it. I went ahead and said restock it. Next time I go shopping, I can add those restock items to my shopping list. Okay, some things in here, ice cream, peanut butter, some stuff that wasn't on it. You see it's there. Now, there's a third place that we can also build our shopping list from. And this is a pretty good one right here, is if you go to scan and you go to weekly ads. Let's go to weekly ads. Now, right here in weekly ads, it's going to allow you to take screenshots or photographs of the weekly ad of the store that you shop at. Now, here where I'm at, Meijer is close. It's about 2 blocks away, and that's where I shop. They got M-Perks and all kinds of good rewards and stuff like that on it. Saves me money on gas, those kind of things. So I shop there regularly. Now, you can just add the pages. You can take pictures of the pages. You can do as many pages as you need. Just remember that the more pages that you load, the longer it's going to take to read them and pull the information out of them. So I'm going to pull up some ads here for us. Okay, so here's the ad. Pull up a couple of pages of ads, and I'm going to tell them to extract the sale items. And it's going to read through it. And it's going to take, like I said, I pulled in 3 pages, so you're going to have to take a couple of minutes, take a beat, and we'll refill your coffee. I got mine right here, and it'll come up. And there we go. Okay, this is the stuff that was in the ad. Now, if you want to add anything that was in the ad to your shopping list, you just go through and say, okay, Nature Valley Bars, Fiber One, Root Snacks, Cheerios. Yeah, I usually get Honey Nut Cheerios. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, that's one that we like. Cereal. Now, this is where the stuff that's not going to be on your menu plan is stuff that's not like a dinner item. Okay. Okay, and so I've got those couple of things here that I want to add to my shopping list. Just go to add to shopping list, and 2 new items have been added to it. And so here you go. Now my list is getting pretty extensive. There's my shopping list for the week. It's that simple. The inventory also tracks non-food items, dish soap, laundry detergents, those kinds of things that you may need. Inventory tracks those, so you can use that to generate those shopping lists. There's another area that we can draw from to complete our shopping list. If you go to scan and you go to list. Now, do you keep a shopping list? Do you have one that I keep a whiteboard on the refrigerator? And then if there's something that I run out of, I'm getting low on, if I notice it, I'll just make a note on the whiteboard. Somebody else in the house uses the last of something, I may tell them to put it on the whiteboard so I can make sure I pick it up at the next shopping trip. So what we're going to do is what you do is you can just take a picture of that board and let the system read it. And here's my whiteboard, and it's got some items on it. What you're going to do is we're going to tell it to read the list, and it's going to go through it, take a couple of seconds again. It's going to read it, look through it, try to decipher the scribbling that's on the board. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Let's see, almond extract, bananas, milk. This is supposed to be Chick-fil-A sauce. Now, if you notice, you can make your entries here. You can fix them. Velveeta cheese. That is supposed to be vegetable oil. Meat, I want to get some kinds of meats, frozen vegetables, get some berries of those. I need some sugar, mini wheats, Suave shampoo, Pop-Tarts, chives, brown rice. Those are the things that are on that list that we want to get. So then what we're going to do is we're going to add those items to the shopping list. It says 13 items added to the shopping list, and now we've got a pretty complete list. What do I do with that? Well, you can text it to yourself. So now it's on my phone, so I don't have to pull this up. It's actually a text formatted list of everything that I can go through, and I can walk through it. And you notice how it's actually divided by, here's the produce aisle, here's your dairy section, in the pantry, grains, condiments. It's kind of broken up for you, okay? You can text it to yourself. You can also, I don't know if you're an Instacart person, you can send this to Instacart. I'll show you how this works. It says copy to Instacart. Yeah, before I do that, one thing I needed to do here is I wanted to show you this. Got ahead of myself. Where do you go? Where do you shop? Like I said, I shop at Meijer. You got Aldi, Kroger. These are the different companies and the different stores in the Midwest here where I am at that are with Instacart. If you're not in the Midwest, just go to other, not listed, and it'll take you to their store selector. And then you go copy to Instacart, and it copies it. And here's where you pick your stores that you're at that are near you, okay? See those? Now, like I said, I use Meijer, so we're going to hit Meijer, and it's going to open up the Meijer store. You do have to have an account with Instacart set up ahead of time. I've got mine. Now, what we're going to use is, because we're not directly connected with Instacart, they're not letting us do that right now. We do have an application in. We're going to go to the Cart Assistant. And right down here, it says type or paste your shopping list. So you just paste your shopping list there. And if you notice right here, we actually tell you how to do that, what it takes, Control CMD if you're on a computer, whatever you're using, however on an Android phone, you just hold it in the chat box, it'll pull up a paste function and you paste it in there. I'm working on the computer right now for ease. iPhone folks, you know how to do it. I don't use an iPhone. And then you just load it up. And now what it will do is it will go through my shopping list, and it's going to find all the items that I put. It says everything on your list is available at this store with classic choices. And so here's my grocery list in their list. Okay, now once your shopping cart and that list has been loaded in here, it's going to give you the items that you had on the shopping cart, and you can choose through which ones. It's giving you your selections right here. This is where you actually add them to your Instacart cart. And if you've been using Instacart for a while, you know how it works. You go through and say, okay, I want this Parmesan cheese, and I want the mozzarella cheese, and the Caesar dressing. I'll just go ahead and get the Meijer Caesar dressing, romaine lettuce. I'm going to get that bulk. Croutons. I want seasoned croutons. Tomatoes. I like the hydroponic beef steak. coleslaw. And you go through and build your stuff up into your cart. Build your cart and go ahead and do a normal checkout, just like you would with Instacart, and have it delivered. So that's one way you can use that function as for your shopping cart. Another thing that you can do is in the settings here, come up to settings, and you can set up a shopping assistant. It will text to right here is where you add the number of or an email, either way, of how you want your shopping list sent. You can put an email in here, and you can email it to somebody, or you put in their phone number and you text it to them. So there's two ways to get that shopping list out to somebody to kind of help you do the shopping. Now, once that's done, and you've taken care of all of that, there's a couple of things you can do. You can go through and you can check all of the boxes on here and say, okay, these are what I'm going to buy, and I'm going to restock my inventory from here. That's not how I do mine, but you can if you want to. What I do is I clear the list, so it's gone. And then when I come back home after my successful shopping list, I go to scan. I scan my receipt. And then I can add the items I've actually bought them. Once I get home, I get that done. Then I can go back to my shopping list and generate a new one based upon my updated inventory. And also what will happen is when you reload that, the meal plan items that were missing will no longer be there. So you'll have that set up and you can look at that again. And the other thing that you can do with the sale items, I can build a meal plan from sale items. Now this is all the stuff that the sale items saw, okay? It's going to look through, I can take pictures of everything and it'll look at everything in there, and then it will build a meal plan based on what's on sale. So then I can take a look and maybe regenerate a new menu. That's why I do it on Sundays. The ads come out on the weekends. I do it on Sundays. I do my shopping on Mondays. And so it kind of clears stuff up there. And then I can go in and buy the stuff that I need. So that is how to use the shopping function of this. Hopefully that makes your life a little bit easier, keeps you a little bit more organized, and hopefully it'll save you some money. Buy in advance, buy in bulk, break it down, limit the number of trips that you have to make to the store. So I wish you the best. Thanks for following along. That is Smart Kitchen. Down at the bottom, follow the link, load the app, work with it, play with it. You'll get the emails when you sign up. Remember, you can respond to those emails. Don't delete them. Leave them there. If you have an issue with Smart Kitchen, you find a problem, something that's not working the way you think it should, go ahead and send me an email. Just reply to that email. It comes to me. I'll respond to all of them. You can also go into the chat, our little chat function buddy that's there. That's our Smart Kitchen Assistant. If you have a problem with the app, tell him, and he'll also notify me. So next week, we've got another one coming up in a couple of days. We'll be loading up episode 5, and we will show you some more features on this. We're going to take a look at maybe desserts. A couple of things on there. We're probably going to take a look at desserts, and then these also the recipes and save to kind of walk through this menu bar here. Play with Smart Kitchen, see what you can do with it. Appreciate it. Like this video, appreciate it very much. Let's get it in the algorithm so it gets out to more people. Subscribe, follow along, hit that reminder bell so you know when the next one drops. And I look forward to talking to you again. Have a great day.